dark?
Yeah, we do a little dark.
Okay, there we go.
I think you can see her face now. Have we went live yet? Can y'all hear us? Let's see here. This thing takes forever to kick on. All right, can y'all hear us now? Let's see.
Yep, we're on.
We are on.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, good deal. All right, so welcome everybody. There's a lot of newcomers here, and we'll probably give this thing a few minutes before we get to chatting too deep about all the exciting things that's went on this week, because there's a lot of new people that's joined every night. It's probably going to take them a few minutes to kind of see this notification pop up and join. But if you would, like I said, I know there's a lot of new people. That's one of the exciting things to talk about. Let us know where you're from. I like to come back and watch these from time to time and kind of see where everybody's at. I always find that interesting. A lot of people are usually all around the world, so it's just interesting to know that. But welcome. We appreciate you stopping by and chatting with us. This is what we typically do on Sunday afternoons, is kind of just do a Q&A. A lot of times we'll cook, we'll hang out, we'll do different things. We'll stage some stuff in the background, try to make it fun. But figured we were going to have so many new people today that we'd probably just do more questions and answers than anything, because there's a lot of people with a lot to learn. I apologize for the echo. I actually have y'all in my shop, because if you can see with the fire whipping around back there, we have wind like crazy today. It's howling. Normally we're sitting outside. So if a lot of y'all have watched our new video, we don't have a house, so we don't really have anywhere to live stream other than outside or in the shop. So it's been a struggle, and we're doing everything over a hotspot. So if it winds up cutting out on you or buffering a lot, feel free to let us know. Or if the wind gets to whipping in here too much and that's all you can hear in the microphone, let me know. We'll just move everything back. So again, welcome. I'll start picking some random questions. Typically I try to answer every question, but I can already tell by how many are popping up, I'm not going to be able to keep up today. I'm a fast talker, but I am not that fast. So looks like we have quite a few people there. Deborah just hopped on. Got one armed hunter. See here, our buddy Cash is actually on time. He's on time for the first time ever. So typically we have some regulars here that we like to hang out with. Cash is always fashionably late, but he is on time today. Appreciate that, buddy. All right, looks like we have some people from West Virginia and Missouri, Northern New York, so that's awesome. We got Louisiana, and then we have James Blanton from Mayo, so that's who it was earlier. I was telling her about that. It's a small world, so apparently James watches Daniel from Honors Family Homestead, which we'll talk about in a second. He come over, and he actually is from my hometown that I just left about a year and a half ago, lived there 35 years, so that small world, right? And then obviously we've done ran into Miss Joanne that doesn't live far from us. It's just, it's a very small world how a channel in Oklahoma has connected people to us that literally live next door and in my old hometown. So
that's cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. Let's see here, and we already have people popping off with the dump trailer. So a lot of new subscribers are going to wonder why they keep seeing dump trailer popping up in the comments. It's something I've been dreaming about having. We make fun of it every week for the fact that I can't get it, I can't afford it, and Tiffany says no, so everybody rubs it in my face. So if y'all wonder why that comment pops up constantly.
They love to spend our money.
Yeah, they do love to spend our money. Right now the house is taking up everything. Let's see here. We have a CK Fab just popped on. We have people from Iowa, North Carolina, and let's see here, Bradenton, Florida, Nova Scotia. That's wild. I've been chatting with so many of y'all today through comments, literally
all day,
all night long. I was up till 3:30 a.m. on cloud nine because of what happened. We'll discuss all that in just a minute. And I bet you I have responded to several hundred, maybe 1,000 comments since yesterday. So wild times, exciting times, and I don't know. We'll dive into that in just a second. It's been a great day, no doubt about that. So been very, very happy. Thank y'all so much for joining us. So you got Mark just jumping on from Michigan, South Carolina here. We got Brevard County, Florida. And y'all, especially all the new people, excuse my southern tongue. I get things twisted all the time, can't half speak. It's just the southern in me. So we'll get it across as best we can. So it looks like we're already at about 60 people on. That's awesome. That's usually about the max we'll ever have on there, and I expect a lot more people to jump on And
great.
keep in mind, this is live right now, but you may be watching it back later. And if I don't respond to you, that might be why. That's something I've been meaning to bring up every week. Some people come and watch live streams after they're recorded and posted, and I'll get comments in the middle of the night of people asking questions on the live stream, but we're in bed. The live stream's no longer live, but you can come back and watch it anytime. So thank y'all for that, for the people that catch it later. So we got Clay Hill, Florida on. Just had Marion jump on from New Jersey. And you got Back Creek Cabin, a regular there. Says, hey, Kelley's just got in. And hello from the mountains of Virginia. Appreciate you stopping by and chatting with us. Thank you all for doing that. Jacob says the fire pit looks good. It does. We'd love to be out there by it, but the problem is it's just too windy.
It is.
Ever since this little cool front come through, what was it, yesterday? Yeah, rained most of the day yesterday. Nasty day. There's always wind behind it. So if we carry the camera out there, you'd never better hear us. But after the live stream's over, I guarantee you we're sitting by that. That is our TV right there. Always has been, always will be. We get a lot more entertainment from the fire pit than we do the jump on television. So, let's see here. Cash. And there's Joey right there. We're just talking about. She says, are you planning on planting a spring garden? Absolutely. I'm going to start that this week. I've kind of fell back into the Farmer's Almanac, kind of old way of doing things, and it says root crops are good for my area this week. So we're going to clean the garden out this week. Actually just did a little bit of mulching and working that today. I recorded that video. I'll have it out in a couple of days. Later this week, we'll clean the whole garden out because it's still got a lot of stuff in it from our fall garden and last summer. We'll get it looking good, freshen up the compost, and we'll plant potatoes this week. Then the following week, it looks like it's good for above ground crops. Because we're having kind of a real winter for once in a late winter, I'm scared to plant too early for frost nipping them. We tend to always have a frost right before Good Friday, but the following week we'll plant everything else, and then it's game on. Things grow fast around here. I may do a second planting in summer, and then we usually do a fall garden. So starting this week on through next fall, we'll be growing something. I'll be sharing that with you on the channel, and I'm excited to have some people here that are excited about gardening, because I recorded quite a few garden videos last year and they did horrible. Nobody wanted to watch them. I mean, it was just not popular. Everybody loves firewood, and we love firewood too. Y'all don't get sensitive, my firewood lovers on here, but I'm happy to see some new people here that are excited about the garden stuff, because we love it.
Go back and check them out, because it shows him building it from, the boxes to the fence around it and everything.
Yep.
So go ahead and check it out.
That's right. We started raised bed gardens for the first time last year. Typically, I'm an in the ground type of person. And oh wow, hang on a second. Chris Wise just made a donation, a regular on the channel. So
thank you, Chris and Tiffany.
Thank you so much for the donation.
Wow, y'all are so awesome.
They are awesome every week, man.
Y'all are so generous.
Yeah, they're very generous. Thank you so much. So let me see what his comment says. It says, congrats on the new subs. They're going to love y'all's channel. We certainly hope so. Thank you so much, Chris. We truly do appreciate the support.
All your support.
Yeah, we really appreciate all the new subs that's jumped on last night. So I guess we're several minutes into this thing. I about can't not talk about it anymore. So a lot of y'all watched the video today. A lot of y'all know what's going on, but just in case you've missed it, long story short, we had a channel give us a shout out yesterday. So I'm literally at a cookout at a friend's last night, and I just happened to pull my phone out of the pocket, and there's like 28 or 30 YouTube comments. I'm like, huh? This isn't normal. I posted a video yesterday, but normally I just don't get that many back-to-back comments. So I opened it up, and like the first 3 comments immediately said, Daniel sent me, Arms Family Homestead sent me. I was like, oh, holy moly. So I run outside, found the video that everybody was referring to, watched it real quick, called Daniel up and thanked him so much for giving us that shout out. We have literally almost made our channel go up 50% in subs in probably the last 24 hours. It's looking by tomorrow. We have gained 50% subs, and something we've been trying to do for a year and a half.
That's great.
So absolutely amazing. Feel so blessed and thankful that Daniel found us. He found us a while back on YouTube, and then reached out to me on Facebook, and we've been kind of chatting, and that's something I've kind of kept a secret, so to speak, because I wasn't trying to use him for promotion or anything like that, but I thought it was so awesome that a big channel like that would reach out to a small channel, and he's been kind of mentoring me and giving me some support, and kind of backing me up on this YouTube journey. So it's been an exciting night. Yeah. I did not sleep hardly at all. Slept 3 hours last night. Like I said, I went to bed at 3:30, answering comments. Woke up at 7 answering comments, and I've been doing it all day long, along with trying to knock some stuff out around our place. So really exciting. Thank y'all so much. There has been literally hundreds, if not 1,000 comments since yesterday of just very nice, generous, wonderful people. So
We're so grateful for the support.
Yes.
Just bring on the comments.
Yeah, keep bringing them on. It may get to a point where I can't respond anymore because I've actually got to go record some content. So I may have to start,
Keeping him up at night.
Yeah,
too.
being that way, I'll get to sleep and record YouTube at some point and edit it. But thank y'all so much. It's going to be awesome getting to know y'all. We welcome y'all into our life, to what we're trying to do here. It's just a simple country life, just our way of living with our little twist and spin on it. So hopefully you enjoy it. But we're super excited to have all y'all here. Thank y'all so much. So we had quite a few people more jump on here. We have a new subscriber from Arizona, and there it is, Arms Family Homestead. Send them over. So thank you so much for joining. Like I said, I'm still on cloud 9 for all the people that's joined. So hopefully you find something exciting about our lifestyle and what we're doing.
And if you haven't seen it yet, we posted a video today, just kind of welcoming the new subscribers and kind of, doing a tutorial of everything around here. So check that out if you haven't already checked it out.
Yep. So another of the week, it just had someone ask a comment, when do they think that we're going to finish our home? So for all the people that's been subscribed for a while, we've been talking about building our own home. And we've chose to do a pole barn style home, which is kind of unique, different, and maybe isn't for everybody, but ultimately we made the decision to go this route. And we might talk about it some tonight, or we may just have to really do a whole video on that. Speaking of this week, I'm probably going to do a house plan video this week, showing you our actual house plans, our layout. I'm waiting for the roof to get up on the barn so I can kind of give y'all a good visual, walk through the camera, and you can see this is where the bedroom's supposed to be, the kitchen. So we're planning on getting in very good detail about the house. But back to the question of when we think we're going to be done, I don't know, to be perfectly honest with you. This is my first attempt ever at building a house. What I've done is I'm subbing out just the roof and poles because, let's face it, me by myself lifting 10, being 14, 16 there, putting all these poles up, it's just not going to happen by myself. I'm also subbing out the slab because it's a gigantic slab and dirt pad that has to be poured. Way too much for me to ever do. Now, when the roof is up and the slab's up, which could be as soon as next week, I'm done subbing for a while. I'm going to go in and raise all the walls, do electrical, plumbing, everything. I enjoy that. And I'm bringing y'all along for that entire journey. So there's going to be a tremendous amount of house videos. The other thing that we're running into right now, let's face it, we've all been shaken up with COVID, and the way things are outrageous right now. We have lumber and material prices coming in at astronomical highs right now. So there's some things we may have to just wait on for it to drop. I mean, lumber right now is triple the cost of what it was just a year or so ago. Just unreal. So all that said, with me building the majority of the house and materials being through the roof, I really don't know when we're going to get it done. I'm hoping by next fall. It also depends on how the YouTube channel does and just life in general. I stepped away from a very prosperous job for the area to really pursue YouTube, which, just being honest with y'all, doesn't pay much of nothing right now. But part of that step away from the job was a leap of faith because I have such a desire to do YouTube, and we figured there was a lot of money to be saved in me subbing out and working on the house. That could kind of offset the income that I was no longer bringing in. So I don't know. I guess that was a long-winded way of me saying I don't know when the house is going to be done. I'm hoping next fall. We'd love to be in it by winter.
This fall?
Yeah, next fall.
Okay. I'm making sure you're not saying next fall.
She's
like
gonna
next
kill me.
year.
But we don't really know. I mean, it could be an 8, 10, 12-month process or longer. We just don't know what life's going to throw at us. But we're going to keep plugging away, and you're going to be involved constantly if you follow the channel. So hopefully you're excited about the house build. We really are, because it's going to take up a lot of my time, and there's going to be a lot of those videos. Let's see who else we got on here. Back 40 just jumped on, a popular firewood channel that I love to watch. And again, to all the new subscribers, firewood's a big part of what we do. Again, that's our TV out there, and I love burning firewood. She likes burning it more than me. He said, holy sub bump. Woohoo, congrats for those new here. You found a great channel. Thank you so much. So that's Dan over at Back 40. He has an awesome channel himself. So I'm happy to see our current subscribers, being excited and happy for us. So again, they're all trying to welcome
Someone's asking if we have a second channel.
you. Yes, we do have a second channel, and thank you. Help me with the questions.
Yeah.
Y'all may have heard us refer to that in the video today. So part of the YouTube journey is two channels. One, kind of our country life and homesteading type channel, which is pretty much just strictly to what's going on the property. We also have another channel called the Kelley's Outdoors. Link is in every single description that I post on this channel if you want to check it out. That's kind of more of I call it my redneck channel. That's where I do hunting, fishing, boating, all of our outdoor activities when we tend to leave the property. We have beautiful, amazing rivers around here. We're close to the Gulf Coast, so we try to carry people out and show y'all, sandbars and the beautiful water and a little bit of fishing. And then we like to take, the fish and things that we harvest back, because that's part of our lifestyle. And we do a little bit of kind of catch, clean, and cooks as well, which we like to show y'all how we cook some of that wild game and things that we harvest. So this channel kind of shows a lot of the gardening and things that we try to provide for ourselves. That channel shows some of our entertainment and I guess the meat side of things that we try to go harvest. So if you're interested in that, we'd love to have you over there. I haven't posted a whole lot of videos here lately, but there's probably 100 plus videos on that channel. And now that spring is here, we are itching. We are water babies. We are itching to get on the water, and we will bring y'all along for the journey over there as well if y'all are interested. So thank you for asking about that. And Deborah says, catch and cook videos, question mark. So I don't know if you're asking what a catch and cook video is, but it's very popular on YouTube. For example, we may go out fishing for the day and bring home what we catch and show y'all a unique, different way of cooking it. For example, we don't just fry up a bunch of fish. We don't hardly eat fried fish at all. That's the most common way. We'll come home and make an Italian dish out of it, or grill it, bake it, show y'all different kinds of ways. It's just something we like to share about our lifestyle, because there's different cultures everywhere. So I find that kind of interesting. Oh, getting cotton mouth. Let me take a drink. All right, Pam says she's very excited about the house build. Thank you. We are too. And you have a great channel. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate it. We hope that you find something here with us and the property that piques your interest and entertains you, because let's face it, that's what YouTube's for. It is now our job to either entertain or educate you. Otherwise, what's the point? You're going to find another channel there. So we'll do our best to do that. And who's that? Dina says, what's the name of our little dog? Yeah, where is he, by the way? You already put him up?
He's so tired.
He's so tired.
He's been out there watching us trim out the tree all day and running around here. He's exhausted.
Yeah.
He's 11, but his name is Bullet. So he's inside. He's not fond of the cold weather either. So
Yeah.
he's under covers
Well,
right now.
cold. There's probably people up north looking at us going, cold? I see the sun out here and everything. It's really not cold here. But
Cold
to our
for
little
him.
dog, anything below, 76 degrees is cold to him. But like I said, his name's Bullet. He's a little rescue dog that we rescued, would you say, 11 years ago? 10 years ago. And the reason he got the name Bullet, because the day we picked him up, he was so hyper, so wiry, he just shot around everywhere like a bullet. Every now and then he'll get a little frisky and do that, but now he's getting pretty gray haired, and he's not much of a bullet anymore. Hey, see here, CK Fab says prices of everything is ridiculous. You have no idea. And that's another thing we're going to be open and honest on the channel for a lot of y'all. A lot of y'all have shown a lot of interest in the pole barn house build. I'm keeping very detailed receipts and numbers of that, because there's a lot of people interested in building that type of home out there. And I plan on doing a full disclosure of where we screwed up, where things were great, and a full cost basis on what the house costs. We're not going to keep all that from you and keep you in the dark there, because I know there's going to be a lot of interest in that. People are going to be very curious about it. When we were looking at pole barn houses, there was not many people out there sharing information. Yeah, there's things we want to keep personal, but when it comes to the price of the house and all, I plan on being open, honest, and sharing all of that with you. Like I said, even down to the faults on our part and things we should have done differently. So again, hopefully y'all are very excited about the house build. See here, Donna just jumped on and says, Daniel sent me your way. I'm seeing a lot of that today. It's about the 900th comment for that, and we are so thankful for
Thank
Daniel
you.
and you coming by. Just love his videos, and Daniel says you're wonderful. Well, or says that we're wonderful, so she says she is here. Daniel is an awesome dude. There's no doubt about that. I've been watching him for a couple years now, and an absolutely amazing person. I love their lifestyle. I love their faith, their belief, who they are. They just seem like good, honest people. And I like to feel like we're that type of people as well. Maybe not be on the same level as Dave by no means, but it's something to strive and kind of look forward to, and someone to try to model myself after. So he's a great person. It's no shock to me whatsoever that he has 500,000 subscribers. When there's somebody like him that you can watch, he's always got good words of wisdom, brightens your day up, and let's face it, Houston and Jacoby and everybody else running around kind of puts a smile on your face. Like I said, I love their lifestyle. So it's just good, honest, clean living. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're trying to share as well. And obviously, there's a lot of y'all out there that have the interest and want to live the same way. I keep pointing over here. I forgot to tell y'all, I have a laptop and I'm reading all your comments. So I'm pointing at y'all over here and here. All right, Noah just jumped on, says hello. Hey, appreciate you joining. And Daryl says, just be yourself. That's absolutely what I plan on being, because if there's one thing I know, people can spot a fake a mile away. I plan on being me, and this is us. This is our lifestyle, whether the camera's on or not. And especially with us done posted 280 or 90 videos now, you can probably tell if we're faking it. So I think we're relatively consistent. And now that we do live streams, I think that y'all can kind of get an idea and a glimpse into our life as well. So exciting times, exciting times. See, another question. Will your garden all year since you're in Florida? We are in north central Florida, not far from the Georgia line. So gardening all year, a lot of times isn't possible. The last several years was absolutely possible because we had no winter. This year, been completely different. We've had a pile of 20-degree days, very heavy frost. It was not possible. I was gardening into the fall, made it into the winter, and the frost absolutely destroyed a lot of what I planted. So to answer your question, most years, yes, I try to garden all the way through winter, but years like this year, it just was not possible. I'm really considering down the road building a small high tunnel so I can start seeds for next year and grow certain types of crops through winter, no matter if we're in a real winter or not, because they're just not predictable anymore. But we'll start to garden year round. That's something we've been kind of dreaming and thinking about. I'd love to have some fresh summer vegetables more in the fall and winter if we can, and I think a high tunnel will be the answer to that. Problem is, as y'all have seen just from the video today, I have 1,000,001 projects going on, and I'm very guilty of starting too many projects. So I'll get to the high tunnel when I can get to the high tunnel.
Cash wants to know what we're having for dinner.
Well, Cash, I hate to break your heart. Again, to all the new subscribers, a lot of time on here, we'll do a Q&A and chat for an hour or so. Then we'll fire up the Blackstone, the grill, cook, and just kind of hang out with you. It's something we just started recently and kind of enjoy. But Cash, to answer your question, no cooking tonight. We were extremely tied up all day long today. We missed lunch, and we actually just ate, what was it, about 3 or 4 o'clock, right before we rushed getting ready for the live stream. So we're just eating one time today. We're done. So,
He's crying.
Sorry, buddy. Maybe we can cook next week.
But you missed it because it was a great dinner.
Oh, she made a fantastic dinner. Big old ham, scalloped potatoes, asparagus, and Mexican cornbread. Oh my goodness. That is a Sunday meal right there. Oh, so good. So sorry, no cooking today. Maybe next week. Oh goodness. Let's see here what else. Crystal says she doesn't have cable and spend most of her time on YouTube. Absolutely, I 100% agree. We kind of really quit watching TV years ago. The heck with the satellite, and expensive as it is, and there's nothing but pure junk on TV. I will admit that we do have a Roku, and we'll pick a random show off of Hulu now and then, but I kid y'all not. I kid you not. It's probably 6 nights out of the week we are out here. If the bugs aren't tearing us up, or it's just not spitting rain or something, we'd much rather be out here in these rocking chairs by that fire pit. Eventually, we're going to maybe put us a little above ground pool in front of the house. We could care less about being inside. That's why we're building a very unusual and odd house. When y'all see that later this week or next week, the plans, y'all are probably going to think we're nuts. We are gearing everything toward outside living. Inside for me is to go take a shower and to go to bed, or to get out of some bad weather. So we are absolutely outdoor people. So hopefully y'all are, because we're going to bring you along for that. Yep, everybody's talking about the food now. It was good. And Chris said he's turning the bus around. There's no dinner tonight. Well, sorry, Chris, you're going to have to turn everybody around, and you can't bring them over. No dinner tonight. We'll try to cook next week. I figured we would have enough people on tonight that were new. That we'd have plenty of questions to talk about, and maybe not shove food in your face
Do you want
tonight.
to talk about next weekend?
Yes, let's go ahead and bring that up. So since we have a lot of new people on, if you feel like joining us weekly, as of right now, we're doing live streams on Sundays. It just kind of happened that way. There's a lot of other channels that do live streams on Friday nights that are, I guess you could say, competing channels. We're not competing against each other, but have similar content. So we tried to skip a Friday night. Saturdays, we usually always have something going on. So Sunday just kind of fit. One thing we're going to do with Spring Forward happening next weekend, we're going to move the time of our live stream to 7 p.m. And I understand that's going to conflict with people with children getting ready for school, jobs the next day, church, etc. We're struggling to find a good time that works for everybody. There's a few reasons we want to move it later in the afternoon. That's so you can get whatever done during the day that you need to. We can while the daylight's out. And a lot of times we're having to shoot from the shop. So the darker it is out there, the better the camera is picking up us. I have to tilt it down right now because as soon as it picks up the sun or sky, you can't even see us. So there's several reasons we're going to move it to 7 p.m., but that's starting next weekend for Spring Forward. And praise the Lord, I'm so excited about Spring Forward. I cannot wait. I'm ready to get out of this winter.
So let's hope they make it permanent.
They've been talking about making it permanent for 2 years. They're not going to make it permanent. I wish they would. All right, so Dina says party at our house next weekend. Well, that's going to be a problem. We don't have a house yet. We can party out there under the pole barn. That's kind of our house. So to all the new people, I guess we should talk about a lot of stuff that I assume everybody knows, but you don't. We live here on this property, 51 acres, in a camper, and we've lived here about 1.5 years now. We have had, Lord, it'd be a whole nother video to talk about how we've got to the point that we are now with finally getting house plans done and finally starting a house, but it's been a long, drawn-out process. We remodeled our last home, sold it. We've been saving for years, and ultimately things and maybe, God kind of pushed us to the decision we've made for the home that we're having now. So we had some things happen last year, and we decided not to build our true dream home. So we are where we are now. But long story short, we live in a camper here on the property. It's starting to get old. We're excited about the house, really excited about the house, ready to get out of a camper bathroom. And like I said, we're going to bring y'all along for that journey. I think we'll save that for another time to talk about why we didn't build the original house we were going to do, what happened, why we're here now. And like I said, I just want to fill y'all in. So if y'all have any questions about camper living, we've done it full time for 1.5 years now. Hey, that's pretty common for a lot of people. I can answer those for you. And I used to live here about half the month for a couple years before that, whenever I was working shift work out at a mill. So that's our story right now. No house, working on it, living in a camper. Can't wait to get out of the camper.
Do we need more oil?
You can throw more on there if you want. I got plenty in the razor. All right, let's see what else we got here. Sandy says 10 p.m. would be a good time. Well, that might be a bit late for some people with work and kids the next day. But here's the other thing we got to keep in mind too, though. We don't know where all y'all live, and we are absolutely open to suggestions. But you're gonna tell me if it's Mountain Time, Central Time, because 10 p.m. where you're at might be 7 p.m. for us. Who knows? So let us know that. We're on the East Coast in Florida, so Eastern Time is what we have to kind of go with. But we are absolutely open to potentially moving the live stream down the road. Like I said, Saturday's kind of the only day that's out. We could potentially pick a weeknight, but that kind of doesn't work with Tiffany's schedule. She does home health. That's something else we should let all y'all know. And her schedule varies wildly when she may be home. But we will take suggestions. Please put them in there if the time works better for everybody. If we start seeing one that kind of keeps hitting for everybody, we'll do it. We'll absolutely do it. We don't mind moving that at all. Let's see here. We got Donna from Northeast Pennsylvania. It's about an hour north of the Poconos, and heated their 9-room house with wood for years. Holy moly, that's a big house to heat with wood. But that's awesome. I love heating with wood. We got Ralph on. He says, hello, appreciate you coming by. You got living every day outdoors. Hey guys, looks like things are going well. Best wishes. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Jay. We appreciate you coming by and chatting with us. And another one's this Columbia Auto Services. You heard Arm's family mention this yesterday and enjoyed each one of our videos. Thank y'all so much for that, because our videos have blown up last night too. A lot of y'all have told me today that y'all are literally starting from video number 1. Mine, we have 280 something. But they're starting to watch through the whole progress of how we've got here. Sadly, I haven't recorded for the last 7 years, so you're not getting to see from day one how we truly developed this property, did the yard, the grass, the pasture, all that stuff. I wish I was recording back then, but I didn't know I was going to pursue YouTube. But did want to say thank y'all. A lot of you are going back and watching a lot of videos. And actually, this would be a great time to say something I keep forgetting to mention. Before everybody came along, we were approaching 1 million views on the channel, which is maybe a small number for a lot of channels, a big number for us. 1 million total views across all our videos. It was looking like we were going to hit that in probably the next 3 weeks, but because so many people have jumped on, we may hit that this week. And we were going to do a giveaway for that. Like I said, that was before all this stuff with Daniel even happened. So everybody has to keep doing what they're doing. We're going to do a nice giveaway. We probably will announce that on the live stream next weekend. We're going to randomly pick a comment off of a random video. Everybody's eligible. I keep forgetting to bring that up. And here's the crazy thing. We just did a little giveaway and celebrated 5,000 subscribers. Well,
and your next one was going to be 10,000.
Next one was going to be 10,000.
We're going to be there, hopefully.
At the rate it's going, y'all are going to put me there by the end of the week. So thank y'all so much for that. I mean, it's just mind-blowing and boggling to think about that. Was it yesterday morning we had 5,000 and something subscribers. Now I don't even know what we're at right now, probably 72.
We're over 7,000.
Well over 7,000, and it's 24 hours later, so crazy. Again, thank y'all for the support. It makes this dream right here feel like more of a reality. So I guess speaking of that, let's see here. Jasper just jumped on and says, enjoyed your homemade ice maker video. Appreciate that. You could probably hear the racket a minute ago. It was dumping ice out. I love that sound every time I hear it. Sounds like money.
We're very happy about that.
Yes.
It's going to save us lots of money.
It's working very well, so I can do an update video on that. But I love tinkering and doing DIY and building things like that, things that'll save us money. And there's always going to be things like that on the channel. So hopefully y'all are interested in that. But appreciate you checking that video out. Let's see here. Jimmy says 7 p.m. would be great next weekend. Awesome. Appreciate that. Mark just gave us a channel count. Apparently we're at 7,210 subscribers, which is just awesome to say. It's been blowing up. So I put a smile on my face every time I hear that.
He
Thank
puts
y'all
a
so
lot
much.
of hard work into it. So
Yep.
I know that makes him feel good because he spends a lot of hours.
Yeah, it's a labor of love. A lot of people think YouTube is a hobby, and it absolutely can be. And it started out for me, but whenever I made the decision to walk away from the mill and to pursue this full time, it turned into a serious career that I had to take serious. There's a lot of days that I'm up at 6 or 7 a.m. editing, out recording, trying to come up with good, fresh content, and then maybe editing till 9 o'clock at night. But I absolutely love it. I'm not complaining at all. There's nothing else I would rather do. And people like y'all that are watching and making donations like that, thank you so much, are the reason
Thank you.
that I can keep trying to continue to pursue this dream. And it's starting to feel more and more like it could potentially happen. We set ourselves up financially we didn't just dive off in this foolishly. We set ourselves up financially to pursue the house and to give me a certain amount of time. We kind of discussed maybe around a year to attempt the YouTube thing, and it's looking like it may happen because of y'all and things like what Little Mountain Life just did, a donation here. So let me read your comment. It says, you're basically doing the same thing we've done, living in a camper for 18 months with a family of 4, building a pole barn house in Virginia. Y'all are doing the thing. Yep. Thank you so much. So it sounds like you're living.
So they did a pole barn house too?
Yep. It says while they're
Okay.
building their pole barn house in
I
Virginia.
would love to see if y'all have any pictures or anything. Like we still want to see different ideas and.
Somebody does. If you have good money saving ideas, I would love to see them.
Yes, give us any tips or anything that you have about it.
Well, thank you so much for the
Thank you.
donation. We truly appreciate it. I wish you nothing but success. Sounds like you're on the same road and journey that we are. And I mean, what we're doing is not crazy. There's a lot of y'all that have the same interest as us and are here pursuing the same thing. So hopefully we can inspire you, give you some ideas, and I'm sure we can give you plenty of don't do this, we screwed up. Some good information as well. So we'll air it all out on the channel. That's kind of what it is. There's a lot of learning in the good and the bad. So thank you so much for that. Let's see here. DB Douglas says, dumb question. There is no such thing as a dumb question. And says, in another video, you had said you cleared a bunch of pasture land. How did you get it to the point that it is now? Grass planted, thanks. So yes, if you watched the video earlier today, this huge back pasture that you can't see over here, and including this yard right here, when we first bought this property, it was old farmland that had been let go. It had the big timber out there on it, but everything you see behind me was 10 foot tall, grown up thick brush. It was what we call dog fennels down here, and just all kinds of little trees. It was absolute just junk. You couldn't even walk through it, well above your head. So we come in with a little old John Deere tractor, me and my father, started clearing this property out, mowing, spending crazy amounts of time over here. Didn't have a camper then. It was an hour drive over here each time, and worked at it and worked at it and worked at it, and would spend days over here just mowing and clearing it out. And the pasture, I spent probably a solid month to 2 months with a set of discs just going over, turning up the root balls, turning up all the just junk, and then drug some semi tires out there forever until I finally got it as smooth as I could possibly stand. I can run across that pasture right now wide open in the tractor, and it's just not bumpy. Then we had a friend that gave us a really good deal. They're actually farmers, and they grow grass seed, and we brought, oh my goodness, several 100 pounds of grass seed over here, broadcast spread it, and it's what you see now. It was a lot of blood, sweat, and tears literally making all this grass in this yard right here. And all the pine trees, excuse me, that you see behind me, there's 6,000 of them, planted all those as well. Went to a nursery, bought those, rode on the back of that John Deere tractor. We found an old pine tree planter. I rode on a steel seat. I wish I had recorded all this back then. And planted 6,000 pine trees, went through these hands right here. So there is literal blood, sweat, and tears in this property, without a doubt. But it's been an awesome journey getting here. Again, I wish I'd recorded all that, but we're recording now, and you're going to get to see the rest of the journey. So we'll talk more about that later. I'm actually going to do a property tour later this week, and I'll kind of explain a lot of that and give y'all kind of a bird's eye view of the property, ride you around, and kind of let you know what we developed and what part of the property we're on. So Janet Myers, thank you so much. Just made a donation to us.
Thank you.
We absolutely appreciate that. It means the world to us. Thank y'all so much for doing that.
Helps us do so many things.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yep. Like I said, it's because of y'all watching, liking, and sharing. Absolutely helps. But the donations too, like I said, that's what makes this thing a reality. So we're very appreciative of it. Thank you so much for the support and the donation there. Oh, let's see here. Griffin just said, Arms family sent them over from Nova Scotia. So quite a ways away. Thank you so much for joining and chatting with us, and ask any questions that you like. And Janet just says Arms sent her over as well. Says you guys are awesome. Love the fire pit builds. Thank you so much, Janet. Yes, I love working metal. I love doing fire pits. Actually, I got 2 that are ordered this week. I have got to get on. So I will be doing another build video for fire pits. Eventually down the road, I kind of want to build some custom furniture for our new house. I want to build smokers, cowboy cookers would swing over grates that go over those. So like I said, I'm always going to try to keep it entertaining and different on the channel. Some people want a channel that's predictable and you can kind of see the same thing over and over. That's not this channel. I'm just going to go ahead and let y'all know. But if you like to constantly see something different, that's what we do. Something different going on every day around here. Now there is going to be a lot of repetitious house build videos coming, but I guess actually that'll all be a little different day by day too. But thank you so much for watching those videos and checking them out. See here, Rescue 1031 says, good channel. Glad Arms Homestead mentioned you. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for coming by. Mr. Harry just jumped on. He's a regular on the channel. Sorry, I'm trying to catch some of these comments, but some are getting past me. He said, did you find anything interesting when you cleared the pasture? Not really. Found some broken arrowheads and some old artifacts like that. Some spots that were red clay straight to the surface. Actually, the other day when I was transplanting some pine trees, found some old school brick out there. So apparently there used to be a house or something around here somewhere, but it's the old school brick that you just can't get anymore. But other than that, no, some farm equipment pieces, like I said, some broken Indian artifacts, but nothing more than arrowheads and things like that. Just hadn't really been a whole lot of exciting finds on the property.
Not yet.
Yeah, you don't ever know. I'm thinking about running a 2-bottom plow out through what I'm calling my food plot, and I'm curious to see what I'm gonna turn up out there. So that'll be an exciting video one day. Just gotta find somebody with a 2-bottom plow along me. Excuse me, I gotta take another drink here. I can't breathe. All right, who's that? Mailman says Arms sent you over. Appreciate that. That's a common theme today, and said he enjoyed the Wii Boost video. Awesome. That is the only reason I'm able to do the live stream that we're doing right now is because of that Wii Boost. We're in a full metal shop right here. And before I put that Wii Boost in, there's no way we could be doing this live stream right now. It'd be buffering.